Run. Go. Set.
First play's a run with Nwangu. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hold the troops right. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Hey, ram. Go.
Herbert. That is caught. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Chargers. 45 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Chargers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games, because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum, because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Touchdown, Chargers! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 43, 15.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangwu. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangwu. Oh, look at that. And nothing but daylight ahead. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger 1st. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line.
Go forward. 21.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 35 yards. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Eluding the pressure right. That's taken in by Stewart. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On third down, it's Pacheco fighting down past the 45. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And again, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Hey, 57, 57, 43, 43. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that. It's caught at the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, some strong running. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Ray.
Jefferson moving in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. There he goes left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Kappa.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
5-9, 5-9. Go.
To the air again, Herbert. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Mahomes going to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
15.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
15. Hey, rip list. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. 15, yellow, 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 yellow. 15, 15. Yellow. Hero, 15.
In motion right, Campbell. Mahomes now on first down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Now here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Yellow, yellow. Hey, let's go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Attack! Easy.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That ball caught by Campbell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run here with Pacheco. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A run by Pacheco on second down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A give to Pacheco off the option.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Mahomes now on first down. Campbell making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll run it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and on play action. Here's Herbert.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Back to Nwangu again on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
59. Ready.
On second down, here's Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Welcome back live to Orlando. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Mahomes. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Again, it's Pacheco.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
88 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Quentin Johnston
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. 101 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.